To today's stream. Go ahead and post and let everybody know I'm live. So give me a second. All right. Let's go ahead, get into this stream, see what goes down. Hopefully I have a good interaction with this game, but usually it's been going these past what, week or two? Yeah, it hasn't really been all that good. All right. I ain't messed up the bottom.
Welcome back, Tyler.
Nah, I gotta get something faster. It's like, what they, I mean, I looked at it. Dang. Is that 4.9, 0.7, 6.6, 5. So I get the Dodge Challenge. I get the Dodge Challenger.
Turn right.
Anybody joining at this time, welcome, welcome. Feel free to have a conversation. Lurks are appreciated, but I do like conversations, so. This car ain't going fast enough. What's up, Beast? How's life treating you? I should use that. Nah, where's that Jeep? Maybe I just woke up. Where do you live again? That's crazy. Like, I feel like I remember, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, no, ain't nothing coming to mind. Like, I want to say something, but I'm like, nah, that might not be it. Greece, okay. No, I was way off. That's crazy. Shout out to Greece.
400 yards. Turn right. Turn right. In 100 yards, turn right. In 400 yards, turn left.
Like, it's funny, people, they'll be all like, why don't you stream in the mornings? I'm like, I'm streaming in the mornings over in Greece. So, as far as it's treating me. It's, you know, I have mixed feelings about it. Overall, like, gameplay is fun, scenery is amazing, but how they do the levels in here, I think they messed up on that. Like, I mean, like, the regular just, you know, going up against other cars, like, yeah, but when it's the rivals, and then there's, like, some missions or, like, in-game missions that they want me to do, and they're not, you know, properly unlocking them, which throws me off, and which causes me, like, to end up having a rage quit moment and not wanting to play. But here I am, starting off every stream of me just playing Forza Horizon 5, so... It's an addicting game, but at the same time, it is frustrating. But if you're thinking about buying it, I will wait on it. See if you could get it at a discounted price, or get you an Xbox Series X or S, and get the Game Pass, and then just download it for free. But do not pay full price for this game, because it is not a full price game. Some of the things they do in here, I'm like, yeah, you guys can easily come out with an update and fix that.
400 yards. Turn right.
Gotcha. Just make a conversation. Oh yeah, it's all chill. It's all chill. I'm just warning you and anybody else that's in the stream and they're, you know, debating on getting it or not.
100 yards. Turn right.
But yeah, you know, it has its moments where it's fun.
Recalculating route. Turn right. Turn left. In 100 yards.
I was about to say, where's this place at? So you know it's bad when like the fans got to give you like other players are like gifting you cars because people behind Forza don't want to gift you good cars. Let's see what I get. So Pontiac Firebird, I'll take that. I'll take that. And it's a Forza edition. Yeah, I like this. Appreciate it. And meanwhile, nah, let me just show you the cars that Forza likes to give me. Hold on. Whoever that person was gave me that. This is what they give me. That car right there. The Isetta 300 Export. Like, did BMW really make that car? Like, I'm curious, like, who was driving that back in the 50s? Because you drive that, like, nah. I gotta see what this car looks like. They did. They honestly did. Like, who drives this? Who honestly drives this? I knew that this was the one and only time BMW made this car. Like, this is a lawnmower, bro. Look how slow this thing goes. Friggin' this small little car having a train horn. It took it that long to hit just fourth gear. Oh, this car is nah. That's honestly that's like upsetting that's you know that's a thing. Yeah, we changing that. We changing that big time. Yeah, let's just go and switch to the Bentley. It is insulting. All the good cars they could give me, but they're like, nah, we're gonna give you a car that you don't overall need. You know, you ain't gonna go out your way and buy that car unless you're trying to get an achievement or something. Like, you don't even get an achievement for that car, so unless there's like an achievement I don't know about, but saying like you guys could have given me any type of car in this game. But that's what they decided. That's what we're gonna give him. That or sundresses. Like they really be giving people dresses in this game. Like I can understand, like, you know, like if you're into that, okay, alright, yeah, you know. You like dresses. I don't, alright? I am not Young Thug. Or a model, or somebody that just be going out looking for sundresses. I want cars, bruh. Like, I bought this game for cars. I did not buy this game for sundresses. I swear, like, I don't know what I ever said to the Forza video games, but it just seems like ever since they added the wheel spins in this game, they always give me some dumb stuff. Something that I don't need. That's why I'm like, you know what? If that's what y'all want to do, it's cool. It's gonna be a day I come out with a video game. I'll make sure of it. I find out, like, all the people that was behind this, I'm like, no, I'm gonna give them a copy of my game. I'll make sure I give them a copy. I'm gonna scratch up the disc on purpose and then be like, oh yeah, it should work. It should work. Every time they ask for a new disc, just keep scratching it. I'm doing that to all the developers behind this game. I'm like, yeah, that's how I feel when I play your guys' game. For one reason, and that's for cars. Cars and racing.
Turn sharp left.
Did I do that race? Yeah, I did that one already. I know one thing. I never really cared about Bentleys, but I like this. I like that car. Bentleys is kind of nice. It's like a poor, expensive man's Rolls Royce. Because I think Rolls Royce... So it's that car, and then it's Bentley's. That's like the second expensive, and then it's Chrysler's. I don't think they have like a Chrysler 300 in this game. Hold on, let me check real quick. I think that's like the one... That's another car they don't have in this game. There's so many cars they don't have, but they made sure they had that I said a BMW. They don't have Chryslers. I'm like, this game is clowning. They do not have Chryslers. Wow. They have all these other cars, even fictional cars. Where's that car at? They have the this car from Halo, but they don't have Chryslers. Like, bro, I swear this game is clowning. They even have a Gremlin, bro. Like, this game is really clowning right now. Do they at least have a Rolls Royce? Bro, they don't even have a Rolls Royce. What game is this? How they brag about having, oh, we have hundreds of cars in this game. You literally have nothing, bruh. You have, like, the same, like, go-to basic cars. Unless they got, like, some cars that's gonna come out. Like, they got whole trucks in this game, bro. They got Mercedes trucks. Where's the other truck I saw? Super similar to... Exactly. Exactly. They have, like, what? 4 Lancer Evolutions. They have a... What's this one? a 2004, was this 2008, a 2006, and a 2000, what was this, 9, I think? 8. Oh, no, wait a minute. They got 5. 5 of these cars. 5 of those cars. I'm like, bro, like, you can add different cars in the game. I swear, man, they did not. They could add Teslas, Chryslers, Rolls Royce. They're more. They do. I'm saying, like, this game is crazy, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't buy this game because they don't even have a whole lot of cars. There's this one car that they made a movie of. So there's this like old like 80s movie called Christine, and there's this iconic car that they had in the movie. It was pretty much the car was the star of the movie. It's called the Plymouth Fury. It's one of the most dopest looking cars of all time. They don't even have that. This is the only Plymouth car that they have. And then this is like a four-wheeler lawnmower. Like, they got lawnmowers and like 15 of the same cars. Local Motors. It's a Fast and Furious car. It's like, what? I feel like they should have more Lamborghinis. They do have a Lamborghini truck, which I think that's nice. I didn't have to buy that. That was actually given to me in this game, but I'm saying, like, there's so many cars that they could have in here. And then they don't even have, like, a good model of the Koenigsegg Agera R. They have, like, this newer version. I'm like, nah, the 2012 edition was a lot better than this new one that they got. It's like, what are the cars? They been had the same Hummer in this game for I don't know how long. There were 2 other Hummers that came out. They came out with an H2 and an H3. Like, bruh. It's like, really, at the end of the day, I feel like everybody, if you're going to get a Honda, they probably just going to get the Honda Civic, and then that's it. Other than that, I really don't see too many other Hondas that's, worth buying. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really a Honda guy, but they got a car named after an alcohol beverage. Hey, what's up, Witchy Spirit? Appreciate the lurk. Appreciate the lurk. Shout out to Witchy Spirit, guys. Make sure you go follow her. A Wish. This better not be no Wish.com Corvette. Like, yeah, you wish I had more cars in this game. That's what I wish for. It's a drift car. It's like the car where Jack and Rose was sleeping around in and type. Well, no, that's 1932. The car hadn't came out yet. But it looked like the car that Jack and Rose was sleeping around in towards the end of Titanic. If not, it's this car right here. The Ford versus Ferrari GT. They do not have like a lot of cars in this game. They don't even have the one Camaros. So they have this Camaro. They have the ZL1. The ZL1 1LE. I don't know what the difference. That's a Z28. And then they got a gang of Corvettes. They don't have like that middle Camaro. Like, they have every other car in this game. They got a crap ton of Corvettes, but they ain't got like that middle Camaro. My mom used to have a certain Camaro, and they don't have it in here. Like, they got all these different cars, but not the cars that I want. I'm telling you, they come out with updates. They better add more cars. Otherwise, I'm suing this game for like $10 million. I feel like Mexico don't look like this. Like, maybe it does. I don't know. This honestly kind of looks like the area in the first. Well, no, I think both of those Red Dead Redemptions, they took place in the same area, but this full price. Imagine. So here's the thing. All right, but wait, there's more. I paid for the more expensive, the most expensive edition of Forza Horizon 5. So while everybody else, they could have just overall waited and downloaded this game for free, my old Red Bull and energetic self was all like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy the most expensive edition. Bought it just to have nothing. I swear, man, I feel cheated. If I got this game for free, I still would have felt cheated. Bruh, I imagine, like, if I got this game for free, they gave me one car. They'd been like, one car, good luck. They gave me that BMW and been like, alright, make the best out of that car. And like, here, like, that car, $1, survive. Like, survive off of $1? Like, bro, at least give me, like, add like $99 to it, like make it $100 or something. They're like, nah, $1. Like, not even that, half of $1. They ripped $1 in my face, take one tire off of the BMW, and they say survive.
You have arrived at your destination.
No, I didn't want to do that. Do rivals. This is good. 8.6, 8.1. Speed ain't all that good. Speed ain't good on none of these cars. It's like, the speed is good. It's like on a car, it's like, you know, off-road car. What's this? It's not all that good. It's like really the only that truck. Yeah, I guess I would just go with the truck. I like the Firebird. Yeah. I think I got that car. Wait a minute. I think, no, that was the car. Wasn't that the car? I think that was the car I just got for free when I started the stream. Or no, it was a, no, wait a minute. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was. It was. But this is a cross-country track. So, like, they have it where, like the Firebird, like, that wouldn't be a good car to use for a track like this, because you're gonna be going like off-road on like, well, just like a bunch of different surfaces. So they'll have it where I'm like driving on this, then probably back on like on just, you know, concrete ground, then on some grass. But if I think if I add like some off-wheel tires to it, then change up the like some parts in the engine, then I think it would, well, not the engine, but like overall like the handling of the car, I think it can be a off-road car. Like a modern, I feel like it's like a modern day, like like if Mad Max took place in this day and age, this would be that truck. Yeah, I think because I was doing this race last time. He got all the way to the final part and then gonna hit the wall and mess up. Yeah, I think that's when I started, yeah, happened earlier. Then I started playing Forza, or not Forza, but Halo. Halo wasn't all that good. Freaking, playing that game and having it where your teammates are like, nah, we just gonna let you, you know, be LeBron James. We're just gonna be a bunch of J.R. Smiths. Alright, let's go ahead and see which.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
What's that one car I got for? I didn't even bother to check it. Look at that one car. Halo seemed kind of meh. Yeah, like Halo. I mean, I like it. Cause I don't know. Maybe it's because I hadn't played Halo in years. Like last Halo I sat down and played was 4.
Turn left.
That was like the last Halo I sat down and gave a chance. After that, like I didn't care for playing Halo no more. Oh, this car is not good at all on nah, we gotta change that. We gotta change that. That car is gonna just spin out on just randomly. I wonder how that Lamborghini truck, you know what? Nah, we ain't gonna fool with it. Now let's just go ahead and get in this. Yeah, a lot of people don't seem to like Halo, which I can understand. Like, you know, that's how I feel about certain games. There's a certain games that comes out, and I'm like, what was y'all thinking when you made this? So maybe it's just something that somebody like, or I'm just missing something. You know, I ain't gonna like take away how a person feels about a certain game or try to convince somebody like, oh, because of my experience, then yeah, you should overall like agree with mine. I'm like, nah, you probably had a much more worse experience than me, so. But I don't know. I think it's fun. I'm just more so waiting for the campaign because I want to see what that's all about. Hopefully it's long too. They should do something along the lines because I'm saying like, well, I mean, they should do something along the lines like Destiny. That's good alternative COD, but that's about it. Yeah, that's true. Call of Duty, I just, you know, because the only thing that they're really focused on in Call of Duty is Warzone. They're not focused on nothing else. I was saying that earlier. I was like, nah, they are not focused on the rest of that game. Campaign is just, you know, okay, like, kill off whoever this leader is. I'm trying to think. I don't think I sat down and, like, fully played a campaign since Modern Warfare 3. I'm trying to think. Every other Call of Duty after that, or was it Advanced Warfare? I think it was Advanced Warfare. If not, then I don't think I think, yeah, that was like the last campaign I focused on. Other than that, I just more so played like multiplayer or zombies. But oh yeah, somebody from that team has stepped down today because of the game being so just buggy and messed up. I'm like, yeah, you guys keep releasing these games thinking like, oh, like you know, it's good, it's this, it's that. Like, no, it is not. It's not good. You know it's bad when some like high-end executive or whoever's got to step down because they're like, oh nah, I can't be a part of this. I'm like, yeah, bro, you're gonna have to start all the way from the beginning. I don't want to drive through this because then they're gonna, yeah, I'm driving around. Or what's this race? I'll just do this. Wait, 20. Do I have that car? If I have that car, I'll do that race.
You have arrived at your destination.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, nah, whoever that person was, they had to. That guy was all like, oh, nah, I will not be a part of this. It's like, you still gonna get recognized, homie. Like, you gonna go out in public, they're gonna be like, hey, wait a minute. Aren't you that dude behind, the Battlefield? He be like, nah, man, that's my brother. They're like, nah, that's you. You the guy. Against them. Dang. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, there was all like, they said a bunch of people from like Activision and that like whole community, they're stepping down. Or not stepping down, but like leaving or a walkout. There we go. That's the words I was trying to say. I'm like, bro, hey, he's the one that needs to step down. I'm like, you out here like ruining other people's jobs because you're afraid of what's going to happen to you afterwards. I'm like, nah, man, you shouldn't be. That's the thing I just don't get. Like, I don't know why, like, people or, you know, more so dudes. Like, I'm going to say dudes because, like, you hear it a lot with dudes. But I'm like, I don't know why you can't just go out in public and just, you know, be normal. Like, you ain't got to harass no women. You ain't got to, like, you know, be invading people's personal space, any of that extra stuff. Like, just be normal. You got dudes out there, like, they go out to, like, you know, to their jobs. They want to, like, you know, harass women. I'm like, I don't get it. Sometimes you hear they even be harassing men. I'm like, nah, man. I remember they said at my old job there was a peeping Tom, and I was like, if I catch that peeping Tom, like, peeking through the bathroom, and I'm having a private moment, I'm kicking that door in his face. And it's like, that man gonna have a hospital bill by the end of the day. But, yeah, it's just weird how, like, you just got people out there, they just can't go out in public, they can't go to their jobs, they can't, you know, they feel like they need to do that type of stuff on a regular, and I'm like, yeah, that stuff gonna build. You know what, the thing is, it's like, you would think somebody would learn or would stop themselves before they go out and do that. I'm like, look, bruh, just because she pats you on the back doesn't mean she like you. That don't mean that she was making a move on you. It doesn't mean, like, she's just patting you on the back, bruh. Like, that doesn't give you an excuse to, like, oh, now I gotta, like, up the annex and, you know, do something, like, 10 times more. Like, nah, bro. I need to hit that car like that. Dang. They'll be alright. They'll be alright. But, you know, there's just dudes out there that just gotta be weird. If this car is an S2 class car, this car is slow. Games become corrupt like other entertainment. It's gonna get worse the more popular it gets. That's true. That is true. Like, I remember it's, you know, just back in the day, it just was all about playing, you know, video games, and that's it. Now it's like, it's about the money, it's about power, it's about trying to be more successful. So probably, exactly, profit. That it's, you know, being more successful than other companies. I'm like, bruh, like, just make a game. You know, all that extra stuff don't matter. Just make a game and just make it fun. Like, you ain't gotta add, like, no paywall, no season pass. Like, it's just weird.
Ask a lot of racers. They'll say the race is decided under the hood before you even get off the line.
Watch this. Watch. They gonna give me some dumb stuff. Oh. They gave me a car, but, I mean, and a fast car, but at least they gave me a car. Start going downhill, I'd say. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I more so started noticing it, like, it seemed like right when I started taking YouTube seriously. So, like, 20... About like 2014, 2015. I have to say that's when, like, for me at least, that's when all that stuff just kind of started going crazy with games, like games trying to be better than the other. Like, it was kind of like, I felt like it was underrated, you know, and wasn't really a big deal back then. But then it just seems like as the time progressed on, then it was like, oh, like, now you got it. Because I think I remember when I got my first laptop and then kind of like got more into gaming and stuff. Then that's when I started seeing, like, you know, games trying to be better than other games. And then when they just, the more and more that they got famous. And that's what, you know, overall, what, like, fueled these companies to just, you know, thinking that they have all this power. And it's crazy to say it, but content creators gave these companies, like, this false image. Like, and I'm not trying to blame content creators. Like, I'm just saying, like, you know, that's our, you know, this is our job, like, sitting down playing video games and stuff. But I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, who else would would Call of Duty be Call of Duty if it wasn't for content creators? I mean, like, yeah, YouTube hadn't always been a thing. Being, like, you know, into, like, you know, gaming and all that stuff, it wasn't always a thing. But as soon as gaming got onto YouTube and they realized, like, how much money they can make from it, they were probably thinking of this stuff, like, long beforehand. Like, probably when YouTube, like, very first got started. And then people was just, you know, posting videos of, like, whatever. And then that first gaming video got posted. Somebody, a company saw it, and they was just like, hey, yo, this is going to be the next big thing. This is what's going to, like, make us the money and stuff. Years later, now you got it where, like, companies, they just, you know, they're making games where it's like, what is this? Like, whatever sells, that's what they're going to focus on. So, like, for an example, Warzone, that sells. It's free, but it sells. It makes it makes Activision money. You know, they pay off a little bit to, like, Sledgehammer, the developers, the people that's actually making the game. Activision just slaps their names all over it. Makes it seem like that they doing something. It's like, not really.
Turn right.
But, yeah, it seems like, I remember when I started, gaming back in, like, well, when I got my laptop, because I got it, like, I think it was that Christmas of 2013. Yeah, because, yeah, I remember that was, like, that was, like, one of the, like, last few Christmases where I got, like, a crazy expensive gift. I think it was the year after I got the Xbox One, and after that, it was just gift cards. I'm like, dang, this is how it is being an adult? I don't get the big Christmases no more. Man, this is messed up. But no, I remember getting the laptop and then just seeing overall, like, all the different games. Like, I remember the wave at the time was, like, open world, like, survival games. So, like, DayZ, H1Z1. What are some other survival games out there? But, like, that genre. That was, like, Battle Royale games, like the survival games, the free roaming survival games back then. And they still try to, like, do, well, not so much H1Z1, but DayZ at least tries to do their thing still. But it's just, it don't hit like how it used to.
Second exit. In 400 yards, turn sharp left.
But yeah, I remember when survival games was the wave. I was like, hey, yo, why are all these survival games getting created? Like, what's the deal? Why am I, like, every game I'm looking at, survival game. Oh, what's this? This looks like a fun game. Oh, it looks like it's about a survival game. Like, alright, I guess I won't, you know, you hear a knock on your door. Hey, do you have a time to talk about our Lord and survival game? I'm like, bro, like, who are you? How do you even know I'm into... No. It's a disaster. Oh, for sure. For sure it is a disaster. That game is so buggy. I was playing it the other day. I played a mission in 3. I kid you not. I failed the mission, you know, which it's cool. Failed the mission. No big deal. Game crashed. I'm thinking in my head, like, now I just spent money to play this. I could have just left it off with San Andreas. But I gave Rockstar money and this game crashed on me. I'm like, are you serious? You mean to tell me that this game is more playable on a PlayStation 2? Because I'm thinking, I'm like, that game never crashed on me on the PlayStation 2, so like, what I'm telling you, the gaming industry today, what they got going on with whatever they're doing with games, they need to just stop. Because it is not normal. It is not normal, bruh. They try to just make games like just it's not good. They try to go above and beyond, and I'm like, hey, look, like, you can do that. You can go above and beyond with the game. At least just make it, you know, where it works properly. And I'm not, you know, I'm not buying the game, and I'm like, well, what is this? Like, I didn't sign up for this. I signed up for a good game. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for a game that was so buggy. Like, I saw one glitch where the person, if you swerve your car back and forth, the car gets bigger. There's the other guy, he was playing it. I think he just, a car had hit him or something. He just went in, his car, it was in San Andreas, the car just started spinning around like crazy. Vice Cities, I didn't really hear too much with Vice Cities, but I'm pretty sure people are experiencing glitches and stuff in there. I'm like, yeah, you guys messed up on that. Like, you can't overall say that you're doing better than other companies, and that's what your guys' final release was. Make you choose between performance and quality mode and game for the PS2. Exactly. I'm like, I'm obviously playing it for both, but you put that option in there, so you're telling us, like, hey, if you play it on quality, gameplay ain't gonna be all that good. If you play it on performance, gameplay is gonna be all that good, but it's gonna look like it's gonna look like the PS2 game. I'm like, well, what's the whole point of remastering that thing? You could have just re-released it without doing any things to it. Like, oh, we just want to make more money. Dang. But, yeah, I'm like, hey, they messed up on that. I'm like, you guys, you can come out with all those updates for Grand Theft Auto 5, but you can't remaster a game that came out, like, what, 20 years ago? Or almost 20 years ago? Because, yeah, I remember San Andreas came out, I think it was in 04. It's crazy to think, like, I still remember the Christmas when I got Grand Theft Auto 4. That was a good Christmas, too. You just get a gang of toys, and then your dad just, like, that was, like, the grand finale to that Christmas. I remember my dad, he didn't want me playing San Andreas. That was the one game, he was just like, nah, that game's too bad for you. I think my uncle had already started playing it, so he was already telling them about the game. It's funny, though, because they was all like, no, it's probably not a good idea you get San Andreas. So my parents, on the same day, got me both Vice Cities and Grand Theft Auto 3. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I think about it now, and I'm like, so you don't get me San Andreas, but you get me a game that's pretty much San Andreas. It just has, like, a white guy and an Italian guy this time. Like, I don't get it. But it's same game, just different people. And different scenery. It's like my parents, they did some questionable stuff. I was like, I don't get that. You won't get me San Andreas, but you got me 3 in Vice City same day. That's when games used to be cheap too. That's when you used to go to, like, just go to Target. I feel like people still go to Target and buy video games, but they had in them, like, tall, like, glass cases. And then you would go and have, like, the one little section where you could play the games. What other things that I can reminisce on? Oh, yeah, and games was, like, $20. Like, I think, yeah, because I think it was, like, $20 for, like, the games that were, like, maybe, like, half a year old. And then for games that was, like, they was, like, brand new games, and they cost, like, $49.99. It's crazy how much the gaming industry has changed just throughout the time. Like, it amazes me. Like, what other things back then? I don't know if anybody here had a Nintendo 64, but
At the roundabout,
I swear the Nintendo 64 is probably the main reason why I had breathing issues when I was a kid. It's like, I'm trying, because I'm like thinking about, I'm like, you know, I don't want to like wish that stuff back on me, but yeah, I'm like, that stuff, you know, you over there trying to clean out the dust from the inside the Nintendo 64 game. I'm like, I know they had to mess with people's lungs. Never really mess with any handheld consoles other than the PS Vita. Oh yeah. Yeah, they I remember when I got the PSP for the first time. That was the first handheld console. But yeah, the Nintendo but no, the Nintendo 64, I know they Nintendo, I don't think, well, the Game Boys, but there was that Nintendo 64. That was like I mean, well, of course it wasn't handheld, but it was fun though. I freaking miss the Nintendo 64. That's like one console I wish they can like bring back. PSPs was cool. I did like the PSP. I never had the PS Vita. But yeah, the PSP was pretty much like, I don't know, because I think the PS Vita was like a handheld PlayStation 3 or whatever. Or like whatever they were trying to do. It was like, you could have just called it whatever, you know, y'all was calling it before, but yeah. Then I remember my dad, he got me a PlayStation 2 for my birthday. That was freaking, man. I still remember the first game I got. That's why I play racing games till this day, because first game I ever got was a racing game. So racing games, they are near and dear to my heart. And after that, and it was just having over 100 PlayStation 2 games. I swear, man, well, actually, you know what? No, I'm doing it now. Freaking, I got, it's just a digital version of it, but yeah, oh, they don't want to let the thing pop up now. Yeah, over 275 games. So I pretty much have like a PlayStation 2 catalog on my Xbox. Oh, is this thing up on the mountain? Nah, I ain't doing all that. Nah, we just gonna fast travel up there. I don't like driving up that mountain because it takes too long. I remember the day my dad gifted me a PS3 for Christmas. I was so happy. Oh yeah, I remember I got the PlayStation 3. I got it for my birthday. I was forever getting, bro. It is so crazy to think about it. Every PlayStation since the 2, I have gotten them for my birthday. I got the PlayStation 2 for, I think it was my 6th or 7th birthday. I got the PlayStation 3 for my 11th birthday. And then I remember when the PlayStation 4s, they had already kind of been out, but I had got that for my birthday. No, I'm telling you, next year I'm calling it. PlayStation 5 for my birthday. I'm calling it. That's exactly what I'm going to get. It's crazy I just now realized that. Tradition. No, it is. It honestly, it is a tradition. I didn't even like. It's crazy to think that. Like, wow. I was out here getting PlayStations. PlayStations is it's a birthday gift, man. Watch, it's gonna be like 50, 60 years old playing the PlayStation 20. Kid's gonna be like, happy birthday, Dad. Here's the PlayStation 20. I'm like, how you guys know of that? How'd you know to get this for my birthday? How come you guys didn't, like, you know, get this? It's a Twilight Zone episode. I'm gonna, like, purposely try not to get it on my birthday and then watch I end up just randomly getting it. Dang. I don't get why, like, slow it down. Or at least stay in the area where the checkpoints is at. Raz. For help from my dad, be certain enemies on Tekken. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like, we usually just play, like, our own games. Well, my parents, they didn't play on the PlayStation 2. They more so played on the Nintendo consoles. Because they like that more than the PlayStation. Which I can understand. It makes sense, but... Me and my sister, though, we would create our own saves, but we still would go and play the other ones, like save thing, ruin the game for them. So glad there wasn't no walls there. But yeah, I think there's like, I think my dad, I remember me and him, I think, well, he was more so telling me about, I think my dad, no, he got me into cheat codes. I remember that's like the one interaction me and my dad had in video games. He got me into cheat codes. I remember it was because they came out with a Hulk game back on the PlayStation 2. Now, it wasn't the Incredible Hulk. It was another, it was like the first Hulk game I think they came out on the PlayStation 2. I remember, I think I was stuck on some levels, and he helped me find cheat codes. So my dad, he got me into cheat codes. My dad said, he was like, look, we can't beat it, we're going to cheat the system. I'm like, I respect it. I know one thing, this car is not an off-road car. Even though it was like the highest thing for off-roading, it was not, this is not an off-road car. Come on, don't hit the wall, man. Dang, it's like, slow down. I'm glad that race is over. I don't want to use that car no more. Oh, the cheats, memorize on St. James. Oh, yeah, same. I start the game off because I think the cheats would, well, the invincibility cheat would go away when you would turn the game off. So as I start the game up, invincibility cheat, 250,000, ammo, weapons, all that stuff. Good. I was out there, I was a cheat code dealer back when I was in school. I was in there dealing cheat codes for, I was dealing cheat codes for free. I was like, I think there was like one friend that tried to pay me for it, but I said, nah, man, you good. You good. I should have been charging kids for cheat codes. Thinking about, I could have made a profit off of that. I was like, because I had like, I always forget, they had like these cheat code magazines in the like stores and stuff. So I remember I would get them because they had like these puzzles that you can solve in them. And that's what the only, I mean, I would use the cheat codes too, but I had friends coming up to me talking about, hey, can I get some cheats for SSX, that snowboarding game that used to come out? I'm like, yeah, I got you. I'm like, here, meet me in the hallway tomorrow. I'll hand you a piece of paper. Then that'll be the only transaction. They're like, you sure, man? You don't want a Capri Sun? You don't want like some like, you know, some fruit snacks? I'm like, nah, bro, keep it. It's good. Next day hallway, I'm standing there. They come running down the hallway. I'm like, look, man, you late. We can't be having this, all right? The teachers is watching. Not gonna. If it was a Capri Sun Sport, I probably would have taken it. Because I remember them Capri Sun Sports. They tasted... No, because the Capri Suns was good. But they used to have, like, the sports drink version of it. And that was, bro... I had an addiction. So if some Capri Sun Sports would have been getting handed to me, I probably would have taken that deal. I think it was just regular Capri Suns they were trying to offer up to me. I'm like, man, it's not sport. It ain't a Capri Sun Sport. It's just Capri Sun. Get the sports. Get the red sports one. Red or blue. Those are the only ones I drink.
You have arrived at your destination.
That should have been the transaction too. Like, all right, cheat codes, Capri Sun Sports. Like nothing else. They're like, look, Tyler, I'm sorry. Like, all I got was Capri Sun. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do this. Pull out a lighter, just like the Nah, I ain't gonna bring no lighter to no school. Like, nah, especially being freaking, what, 9 years old. What car can I use? I wish this one girl, she got the, I wish she had the memo not to bring lighters to school. I'll never forget, there's this one girl that I went to school with. She set 2 separate fires at the school. She set one in the lunchroom, like behind these curtains, and then another one in the hallway. That's one girl, I was like, you was definitely not getting cheat codes out of me. I don't care what game you playing. She was chilled though, like, well, nah, there was the time me and her kind of had a moment. Bro, she could have set me on fire. Like, I was playing with fire, fooling around with her. Dang. Surprised they haven't had no thing pop up like, oh, drove in the water. You gotta restart the race. Oh, your car's driving. You gotta restart the race. Oh, you thought about crashing. You gotta restart the race. I swear they have you restart that every time you, like, I'm glad they just, you do like the little drift taps to the walls, like, but I don't like the fact they're like, oh, if you hit the wall, like, you gotta redo the whole race. I swear, man. I looked off of the screen just for a brief second. Brief second. But where are some other memories I had from video games? I remember there was a time though, when I had the PlayStation 3, I stopped playing video games. I don't know why. I remember there was like, I went months without playing video games. I remember there was a time where I legit looked at the console and was all like, dang, I haven't played this in a while. Now it's like, now it's my job. Like, now I got to. I'm like, this is how I pay the bills. But yeah, I'd sit down, I'd think about that. Bro, why does he keep driving around? Drive through. It's like, you turn to go over. Then he's like, oh, let me just spin out. No, don't spin out. Drive straight. Go through the checkpoints. This is why I had freaking, bro. Remember when PSN was down for like 6 months? So, oh, yeah, no. It was so funny. So, when that had happened, just got the Xbox 360. I had just got it for Christmas. Yeah, I remember that. I'll never forget that. That was back in 2010 when that had happened. Yeah, I had just got the Xbox 360. So, when it was, and I think, was I playing games at the time? I don't think I was. It was either that it was either that I had stopped, or I like would start playing on the Xbox 360, and then at some point in time, like that's when yeah, PlayStation, they got hacked. Bro, it was freaking, that was insane. That was insane. Like, you couldn't even play games, bruh. I remember, I think, because, no, my uncle, he told me all you could do is just start the PlayStation up, and they was just like, oh, we're sorry for this inconvenience, like, but nothing is working at this time. Dang, that's wow. Well, I mean, yeah, when you mess with a big corporate company like Sony, yeah, I can see something like that, you know, happening to that person. Dang, that's crazy. Life in prison. All because they want to, you know, and that's always the dumb excuse with hackers. They're like, oh, we're doing it to test your security system. You can't just leave that up to Sony. Or just be like, hey, look, you guys, your security system, like, I know there's some flaws and issues with it. I'm not hacking you guys, but I just want to let you know, like, focus on these areas of PlayStations. A hacker is like, nah, I'm gonna hack you guys and leave y'all out for, like, months. Everybody else, he probably in prison right now. Like, everybody, they just sitting around like, oh, what you in for? I'm in for robbery. What you in for? Murder. What you in for? Drop kicked a bunch of grandmothers at this old folks home. Everybody looks at him. Then they look at the last guy. What you in for? I hacked Sony and shut down all PlayStations across the world for 6 months. One guy stands up. He was like, I remember that. He's like, that's why I had to go do robberies, because my PlayStation didn't work. Now he done got shanked by like 3 different prisoners. Now he is in ER. Of course, I played this game. Yes, this is why I played this game. This is the whole reason why I was playing the game. I played this game to get a common pair of blue jeans. I swear, this game is so weird, man. Yeah, then he gets stumped to death. I know, right? He got stumped out. It's like now he's in one of those like medical the treatment prisons. Same situation. He in the hospital bed. They're like, "What you in here for?" He was just, or he was like, "What?" Or we were like, "What brought you in today?" Got shanked. What brought you in? Got beaten up by a bunch of guards. Like, all right, what about you, sir? He was just like, I was walking, tripped down some stairs, broke my neck in 3 different places. Then I started tripping on acid. Like, they're all looking at him like, what? They look at the other guy, what you in for? Yeah, I had hacked PlayStation, told some other prisoners, they got mad, beat me for, you know, 6 months. Now I'm here. Do you ever get to see your character? No, okay. You know what? No, this is when you get to see your character. Hold on. So you fast travel, or you can fast travel, but
Turn around when it is safe.
I'm just gonna fast travel because that's just too much of a drive. This is the one and only time you get to see your character. No, hold on. I want to show you, like, you go to your safe house. This is how you get to see your character. Just wait for this. Just wait for this, because I could tell, you know, you're brand new to the game, so you know you haven't seen too much of it and stuff. It makes sense. So you don't get to go inside the house. Wait for it. Drum roll. That's when you get to see your character. This is it. You don't get to walk around. You don't get to explore. You can buy a house in this game. Can't do nothing with the house besides just drive away from it. Get in the house. Nope. No, you cannot. This is the only thing that you could do is just be parked out in front of your house. Dude's glued in his car. Pretty much. Pretty much. Where's this race at? Dang, it's all the way across? I need a fast car for that. Nah. But yeah, you can't get out the car, can't go walk around and explore. That's what I'm saying. They need to have like a social area in this game. I swear, like, I'll come up with these. Should I drive this car? No, I'm gonna drive the Sesto Elemento. But can add a social space where you can interact. That's, bro. Thank you. I'm not the only one that thought about that. I have been saying that for I don't know how long when I stream this game. But I'm glad that we're both thinking alike in this situation. I'm saying, like, you give people clothes, you have it where they can, you know, but we can't even, like, show off the clothes. I can't show off, like, the shoes. Saying, why even add that stuff in the game anyways? Zentorno. I know, right? I was even looking at this car. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, this is the one that does Zentorno. But yeah, this is the real life, like, what the car was based off of. The Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. It's a pretty nice car. I think they said it's like the most like rarest and expensive Lamborghini ever made. Good looking car. It is. It really is. Nice. It's a beautiful looking car. There's a movie, if you're into like car movies and stuff, but there's they made a movie from the video games Need for Speed. And there's some scenes in there where they have the this car in it. Like this car, Bugatti. They had a Bugatti, a Mustang, Koenigsegg. This is a pretty good movie, the Need for Speed movie. It gets slept on. I think a lot of people, they just, I don't know, but I liked it. I thought that movie was freaking. I remember I was in the movie theaters watching that movie, bro. That's like the one movie I could say that I was not falling asleep. That movie was good from beginning to end. Like a movie where it's like, okay, it's about cars. You got like some good movie theater food. You know, like and it's based off of a game that you played frequently growing up. I was like, that was good.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left.
Like everybody else watching Christmas movies for the holidays, I'm like, nah, I'm out here watching Need for Speed. They had a lot of good actors in there. They had Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. They had the one dude that played this Freddie Mercury from the Queen biopic movie. Who else was in there? There's some other people in there. I know the villain in that movie. He had a TV show on AMC called Preacher. That was a pretty good show. Show was wild. It was kind of wild and out there, but it had its moments.
400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
It's like, where do you even, like, take this car, like, if you want to go out somewhere? Like, I'm saying, like, you can't, like, you're like, dang, man, I gotta go to the store. Or it's like, or Black Friday. Perfect, Black Friday. Call up Best Buy. Hey, do you guys got any TVs? They're like, yeah, we got one 4K TV left. I'm like, dang, can you guys hold it until I get there? They're like, yeah, sure. Well, you can actually pay for it over the phone. So you go buy the TV over the phone. Then you go outside. You're like, oh my god, like, this is a TV that I've always wanted. Like, man, I can't wait. Go outside, boom. This is the car that you looking at. Beautiful looking car. But then you're like, well, how am I gonna, so you driving up there, they're like, okay, so do you guys got like rope or like some like duct tape so I can like tape the TV to the top?
400 yards,
Driving home,
turn sharp left.
get out the car, look up, TV's gone.
Turn sharp left.
I'll be so mad. I don't know how people do stuff like that. That's something that I'll never do. I'll never tape something to the top of my car. Or, like, get some rope and, like, tie it down. I see people, they do that stuff all the time. And I'm like, man, y'all is more trusting than I am. It just takes one strong, like a strong gust of wind. That thing is gone. Whatever it is.
You have arrived at your destination.
Walking home. Exactly. I'm saying, I've done it before. I have that whole TV on the top of my head, like some African people, and just walk home. But see, that's the thing though, like out here in the States, like you can't really do that. Like unless you live like in a nice area, but if not, then yeah. Good training too. No, that's facts. That is facts. Very good training, but yeah, out here in the States, you know, you got a lot of people out here that don't like working. So stealing from others is the best line of work that they can do.
Turn left.
So yeah, somebody sees you walking down the street with a 4K TV, yeah.
Turn left.
Good luck getting home with the TV. But yeah, people out here in the States,
You have arrived.
they're, you know, we're kind of crazy. We have our moments where we'll do things, and it's like, why did we do that? Like, what did this prove? How is this helping? You're gonna walk in the shop, steal a bunch of stuff, and walk out now. Seen videos on Reddit. Oh yeah, out here in the States, bro. People, I'm telling you, people out here, like, we can't go out to places and act normal. Like, especially, like, Black Friday out here has been pretty chill, like, the past couple of years. But, bro, I'm telling you, back growing up as a kid, Black Friday, oh, my God. Like, watch, like, American football, and that's how people was overall acting. Like, ball was just fumbled. This is, like, the last, like, few seconds of the game. Everybody's going crazy. I'll never forget that there was this one Black Friday. I have to say that was probably the craziest Black Friday of all time. But they had people like pushed against the door. Like you couldn't move nowhere. As soon as those doors got unlocked, they pushed this pregnant woman down and her wig had came off. Like her wig had went rolling across the ground like it was a baseball or something. I was like, bruh. For years, I always have found that video funny, but once they said that she was pregnant, I was like, oh, dang. No, that wasn't funny at all. I'm like, I mean, it was funny that her wig went rolling, but I was like, dang, like. So that's why I said, like, I made sure I told you beforehand, like, yeah, she was pregnant. Because if I just said, like, oh, yeah, they pushed her down, her wig went rolling, anybody would laugh at that. As soon as you throw in that she was pregnant, then you're like, oh, dang, that's not good. And then you look at other places like Canada. People will walk in there and be all nice and stuff. Like, you go Black Friday shopping in Canada, you go and walk up to a TV, or a person's all like, oh, no, you could take that TV. I got like 3 of them at home. I'm like, nah, man, you could take it. You know, you got here first, so it's cool. Canadian person, like, nah, man, it's cool. Take it. Here, I'll help you carry it to the cash register. I'm like, you sure, man? Like, you could take the TV if you want to. They're like, you know what? Here's $500. You get that TV. Get you any movies you want to get with it. Meanwhile, out here in the States, it's like you got like somebody my age that would look a 70-year-old woman in the face talking about, I will rip your throat out your esophagus. Like, let the TV go. I'm like, dang, bruh, is it really that serious? fighting over. We'll let the other... Exactly. Them two is fighting. Meanwhile, you got me in the corner taking the TV because I'm like, I've been working out the whole year, so I'm like, nah, I prepared for this. Like, silently walking. Guy gets up. I'm like, nah, bro. I rang this TV up. TV is mine. You got where it's like old people fight kids. Kids is fighting other kids. The kids as parents is fighting other parents. Like, everybody's just out here fighting. People pulling out weapons. I'm telling you, man, it gets wild. I think it was, I remember it was a couple of years back. It wasn't Black Friday, but it was these shoes that came out. And everybody, bro, I remember it. It was like, them shoes was, like, they were just going crazy all over. I remember I came home because I tried to go out and get me a pair, but... What's up, raccoon? Just a random duck. Alright, cool, cool. You just came through with the quacks. Alright. But, yeah, there's these shoes that I was trying to get, and they sold out. Like, I couldn't even get them, but literally the shoes had started trending on Twitter. And then I remember a shooting had happened at a mall, like somewhere out here in this, in just one, like just some random state. I don't know exactly where, but I was like, you know, people are crazy out here when they're getting shot over some shoes. What other crazy things that happen out here? Oh, then when the chicken sandwich wave was happening at like Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. I can't remember which place it was, but somebody had got stabbed and killed over a sandwich. I guess he cut the other person in line. Guy pulled out a switchblade. He's like, I've been waiting all day for this sandwich. Are you going to cut me in line? Then stabbed the man. I was like, wow, that's... I don't think I never will be that hungry. Like, there's been times I've been hungry. I'll just be like, mad or angry, but I don't think I could take somebody's life over some food. That's just something I'm like, I asked myself that question, like, you think you would do it? I'm like, no, I don't think it's ever that serious. Like when your crush posts that she's single and that she's out and about right now, y'all be driving just like this. It's popular to believe crazy stuff like this happens all over the world. Dang, really? I always just thought like it was just American people. We just don't know how to act, but nah, I guess, I know I do hear like in other states and other places like other countries. People can get wild, but I just feel like the United States is just way more wilder. Like, not trying to, like, but, I don't know. There are some countries out there where it is pretty wild, like, but we ain't no different. It's crazy, like, how one single state out here can be crazier than a whole country. Mexico is pretty nuts too. Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah, Mexico is wild, but look, I ain't trying to say like we better, but I'm just saying we got some wild stuff like similar situations to them. Because I know there's like probably the one thing is the water out in Mexico is not drinkable. There's a state out here. Or no, it's a city, in a state where the water is bad. So there's cities equivalent to a whole country. And, like, issues and problems and stuff, so... It's like, meanwhile, where I live, you just got crackheads that just, you know, they think they're in the middle of a Vietnam War, but I'm like, nah, you're just in the middle of the street, you know, having a crack attack.
You have arrived at your destination.
Car can I use? Yeah, let's use the Hummer. I don't use the Hummer enough. Russia, it's more of a funny type. Oh yeah, Russian people, they're the type of people where it's like, hey, I gotta hear your guys' like story. Like, nah, like you guys seem like you guys like to have fun. Russian people go and jump from a building, stand up, and be like, let's do it again. Like, wait a minute, hold on, time out. That'd be a funny documentary for me, going to like spend a year in Russia, or just spend a day in Russia. I should I should do that. Start a documentary. They were like, oh, we gotta send him to the wild side of Russia. I'm like, no, just send me to the mild, just the mild side. I don't want to get like full on wild. I just just maybe like a little bit of wild. They're like, nah, let's go jump from some buildings. Wait a minute. Like, do we have parachutes? Like, no parachute. Like, I'm sorry, I can't jump from that building. They're like, all right, let's go play with that chainsaw over there. I'm like, no, we chop down trees with chainsaws. We don't play with them. Here in Greece, I've seen two dudes beat each other and nearly death, covered in blood, and at the end they shake hands and hug. Oh yeah, people they sometimes do that out here. Like, I think if it's like two people that have like respect for each other, yeah, I've seen that where they know that Hummer wasn't gonna make that jump, then they shouldn't have had me do the race in that Hummer. Like, that's just common sense, because like it's gonna crash. But yeah, that makes no sense. And then they put my Lamborghini up here.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I do not get this game under so many circumstances, bruh. But yeah, out here it's like, but most of the time, like with fighting out here, it can get pretty bad. I really don't, I don't know. Like, I don't care too much for the, like the fights. Like, I remember I used to watch like a lot of them like on the internet and stuff, but I think it was like once I started hearing like people was like getting killed behind these fights, I was like, nah. It's just with me, I'm like, I don't know. Once I know that people are getting killed behind it, I'm like, I just can't support the idea no more. But there are some fights that be funny. Like when old people get into fights out here, oh man. Old people fight out here and they swear they're doing something too. Like an old man walk up on you. I took 2 bullets in the Vietnam War. We could do this right now. I'm like, sir, I don't want to fight you, man. You're like 80 years old. I ain't gonna fight you. He's like, nah, put your fist up. He's like, I could take you on. I'm like, sir, nah, man. It's not worth it. He throws a punch. I dodge it. That man that threw his whole back out. He's like, how would you do that? I'm like, bro, it's called dodging. Like, it's been something that's we've been doing that for like generations now. And it's like like then people like my age that's like in their 20s, they get into a fight. You know, sometimes like it can be funny, but then there's just other times where it's like, nah, that wasn't funny. And then you got like the ones that, you know, they think they doing some like Dragon Ball Z like or some Pokemon stuff, and I'm like, hey yo, y'all gotta stop that, because now you got people laughing at you. But yeah, it's like you got it where you got it like where there's some girls out there where they can. So many people think they know how to fight when they really facts, bruh, facts. Like there's like with like some girls out here, like there's some girls that can't fight out here. Like I ain't gonna lie, I seen some fights with, you know, girls. I'm like, hey yo, that girl can fight. But then there's like the go-to girls that fight and they just pull hair and, you know, that's it. Like I had the one friend, she can fight. I never forget, she punched this girl so hard one time and made her pee herself, and I was like, how do you have that Mike Tyson power to punch somebody and cause them to use the bathroom on themselves? Nah, I'm sorry, but like, you gotta like, you know, register yourself as a weapon. Like you can't fight kids, you gotta fight adults. I was like, that is not normal. You punch somebody and cause them to pee on themselves? I'm like, did she even have to go to the bathroom? That's the question. Did she have to go to the bathroom prior before she started? So the girl started the fight. My friend punched her, and then the fight was over. And I was like, how do you cause somebody to pee on themselves? She did probably even have to go. I was like, I'll never forget that. I just remember it was like she got suspended, and I was like, and it was just crazy because I'm like, nah, she shouldn't have got suspended, because that girl, the other girl, I knew she very well started that fight. That girl even tried to start like, you know, problems with me one time. I'm like, I'm gonna like confront you, because all I really need to do, like, I was like, because she had like big teeth. So I was like, I know if I say something to your teeth, then you're going to get mad, possibly start crying. Then I'm going to feel bad, but then at the same time, I'm really not. So I'm like, I ain't going to fight you, but I will roast those piano keys you call teeth. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I say stuff like that, then, you know, next thing you know, people are getting mad and stuff. And I'm like, well, it's just, I just want to be left alone. Like, then you got people like myself where it's like, you'll say things that's either going to lead into a fight or that's going to cause somebody to cry.
Turn left.
If I had this car in real life, I'm honestly, I would call up Lamborghini and be like, hey, can you guys give me like a slow engine? Like, I just want the car. Like, I don't want to, you know, everywhere I go, I'm doing like 200 and something miles per hour down the road. Like, I just want to drive like at a normal speed, like to be able to take the car out on the freeway and stuff, you know, like, sorry sir, car only comes equipped with the engine that's in it. And I'm like, well, you can't switch it out with like a Honda Civic or something, like just switch it out with an engine that, you know, I don't need that. Like, can't do that. I'm like, man, that's messed up, man. I'm like, I want a refund. I don't want this car no more.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
And I crash. And that is exactly why, kids, you do not go down the streets doing 200 miles per hour. Now, in real life, me and Tupac would have been having a conversation. But in video game world, it's okay. That's been my official TED Talk. Thank you for coming by. See if I scare this person with a train horn. Did I do that? I did that race. Did I do this one? Okay. This was a... I guess I just wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize there was a house there. I gotta check my phone real quick. Alright. Let's see what race is. Took him an hour to do that race. Like, bro, what was you doing? Yeah, let's just go ahead. Alright. Respond to this tweet, and then I'll be done. Why is it so hard just to, like, all I'm trying to just do is just send a tweet, find, like, a good, like, you know, something to send. I can't even find, hold on. I might have a video I can send. I still have that video. I might have deleted that video. I really deleted that video. I swear. Alright. Plan B. All right. All right. I'm back. I'm back. I think either this race or the next race. I think I'm gonna call it a day with this stream because I got videos I need to work on. Hopefully this car don't get to crashing and stuff. Okay, as soon as I set that, instantly goes off this big jump. I never noticed my character switching the gears in here. I feel like that's a little cool detail. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Dang. Watched Venom versus Carnage yesterday. God, was it bad? Dang, really? I was gonna buy that movie too. Now as you say it was bad, I'm like, I don't know. I might not buy it. I like the first Venom. I thought the first one was good. But I think it's like a separate like Marvel like studio or something that works on those movies. Like different from like the like Avengers and all that stuff. I don't know why they do that. I'm like, y'all need to have whoever makes the Avengers movies, they need to be making all the other movies because they know what to do. Like the first Saw. So yeah, first one is freaking goated. I was like, no, that was a good movie. Like the start of it all. I ain't really hearing nothing about like it. This Venom, but like yeah, this Venom, this new one, Let There Be Carnage. Like I ain't really hear too much about it. They could have given me both of them, two of them cars there. What is that, Chevrolet? Like, oh, they ain't like, nah, let's just give him some money. $16 million I've won in this game. Yeah, I've spent most of it on cars and parts. Alright, let's see, because there's like, let's see what this is.
When it is safe to do so.
But yeah, sometimes like with those movie sequels, they don't do so good. I know there's been numerous times I've saw like movie, like they'll do that first one, good, like amazing, loved it. Then they come out with that second one, nope, that wasn't it. Y'all shouldn't have did that one. Then they come out with a third one, I'm like, okay, now y'all are messing up, like. I'm like, they're definitely 100% that fourth one's going straight to DVD. It probably even goes straight to VHS. They're like, a movie probably hasn't went straight to VHS in like 15, 20 years. But if you guys come out with another bad movie, yeah, it's going straight to VHS.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
past this house already.
You have arrived at your destination.
See how this goes. That car actually handles well. What? I always forget my character be doing that. I'm like, what are you doing, bruh? Car IRL. No, I do not. But I got plans on working on it next year. It's crazy. It's like freaking love car games, love learning about cars and everything else. Don't own a car in real life. I know I killed one of those birds. I think I did last time, and I know I did this time. I need a car to get. So that's the thing, like, I know what cars I want, but it's just, I don't know, like, I just need to make the time for it, pretty much. Mine's just pretty much the opposite. Like, I know what car I want to get. I just don't know what time I want to get it. But eventually, one day. I don't know if I'm winning this or losing. Like, what's going on here? Like, is the rival in front of me or behind me? Oh no, they must be behind me. Cause yeah, they that'd be so scary. Cause like, what if one messes up and it's this crazy catastrophic accident? With this man that took a whole Ford Bronco to his back, like... Oh, I did that in time. Wasn't expecting that. Like, why would I do the thing again? I just beat the time. Like, I don't get this game at times, man. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead, call it a day with this stream. I don't think anybody's streaming at the moment for me to rate them. I haven't rated somebody in so long. I just usually just end the stream and just call it a day. But that's the thing. I don't be having a whole lot of people in my streams after I'm or when I say I'm done streaming, and then people don't be staying for the raid. So see if anybody's online. Nope. All right. Well, I guess that's that. So, anyways, until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you to everybody that stopped by today. Stay tuned for the stream later on in the day. Yeah, see you later, Beast. Appreciate you for stopping by. Appreciate the conversation and stuff. But that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. See you later, Witchy Spirit. I appreciate the lurk from earlier. Shout out to Witchy Spirit. Shout out to Beast. Make sure y'all go shoot them some loves and follows. And yeah, talk to y'all later. Peace.